The Oscars are back again, and this year, while some categories have obvious frontrunners, as is often the case, others look to be a really close contest with no clear consensus pick. So I could do very well with my predictions, or terribly. However, it's always exciting not knowing what the winners will be in several categories until the envelope is opened. Let's start with the short film categories. In Best Live Action Short, the most high-profile nominee is Le Pupille. It was released by Disney and produced by Alfonso Cuarón, and I think that will help the film win. Best Animated Short has a few possible contenders. Ice Merchants has been highly praised. I could see cheeky Academy voters picking My Year of Dicks. However, I'm predicting The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. Best Documentary Short could go to any of the nominees, which tackle topics like racism, climate change, and the Watergate scandal. I'm going to predict The Elephant Whisperers, but like I said, all these have a chance. For while it seemed like the frontrunners for Best Documentary Feature were All the Beauty and the Bloodshed and Fire of Love. However, Navalny has really picked up steam, especially with anti-Putin feelings remaining high. The film won awards from the BAFTAs and Producers Guild and will likely follow that up with an Oscar. Best Film Editing could go to the fast-cutting musical performances of Elvis or the high-flying action scenes in Top Gun Maverick. I'm predicting Everything Everywhere All at Once, and its mixing of the multiverse to triumph here, though. Before the nominations were announced, Top Gun appeared to be the most likely to win Best Cinematography. However, it was not nominated, which leaves the category wide open. Elvis has a strong possibility, but I think it will go to All Quiet on the Western Front. Ruth Carter could repeat her costume design victory for Black Panther and win again for the sequel, but I think Catherine Martin will win for Elvis and her recreation of Elvis Presley's many outlandish outfits through the decades. Martin has previously won both production design and costume design Oscars for work on Moulin Rouge and The Great Gatsby, and she could pull it off again with Elvis. All Quiet on the Western Front could also win Best Production Design for its World War I battlefields. I'm predicting it will go to the classic Hollywood sets of Babylon, which would not be the first movie set in Tinseltown to win this category over the past number of years. Best International Feature Film is a no-brainer, as All Quiet on the Western Front is up for Best Picture. Another short thing is Avatar: The Way of Water for Best Visual Effects, which would actually make it the sixth James Cameron film to win this category. The battles and gunfights of All Quiet on the Western Front and the concert scenes of Elvis make them possible winners for Best Sound, but I think Top Gun Maverick will win for the roars of its zooming jets. Rihanna and Lady Gaga are up for Best Original Song and could win for their respective songs from huge blockbusters, but I think the RRR fans will rally behind Natu Natu and help it win here. Best Original Score is maybe the most open category this year. You could make a case for any of the nominees winning. Will voters decide to honor John Williams for possibly the last time for The Fabelmans, or will All Quiet win like it did at BAFTA? The love for Everything Everywhere could also extend to a win for its score, and The Banshees of Inisherin has a strong chance too. And while the film was divisive, the music from Babylon has gone the most viral. It's a close race between all 5 nominated scores, but I'll predict Babylon. Best Makeup is another category with some competitive titles. The Batman made Colin Farrell completely unrecognizable as the Penguin. All Quiet on the Western Front displayed all the injuries, scars, and dirt that came from fighting in the trenches during the First World War. And The Whale turned Brendan Fraser into its overweight lead character, Charlie. I'm going to predict Elvis for showing the famous singer's changing state across his career, in addition to transforming Tom Hanks into his controlling manager. The screenplay categories are also interesting to predict. For a while, Women Talking was easily the frontrunner for adapted screenplay, but All Quiet on the Western Front seems like it could put up a fight. I'm still going to guess Women Talking, but it's certainly not a guarantee. Original screenplay is extremely close between Everything Everywhere All at Once and The Banshees of Inisherin. I can see voters decide to throw Banshees a bone here, even if they vote for Everything Everywhere in several other categories. It's also the sort of screenplay that traditionally wins. However, there's a lot of passion for Everything Everywhere, with the film receiving a lot of praise for its creativity. This really comes down to whether Everything Everywhere will sweep, or will be like other recent Oscar winners and win in only a few select categories. I think the overall love for the wacky multiverse comedy will help it win over The Irish Tale of a Broken Friendship, but original screenplay is certainly one of the biggest categories I've been most racking my brain over. Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio won the BAFTA and Producers Guild Award for Best Animated Feature, showing a lot of industry support. Additionally, Del Toro's name is in the title and he's well liked by the Academy, so it's looking likely The Wooden Puppet will win, which would make Pinocchio the second stop-motion animated film after Curse of the Were-Rabbit to win Best Animated Feature. As I started to figure out what might win the acting categories, I expected the Screen Actors Guild Awards to clear things up. Instead, they made 3 of those categories even trickier to predict. The most surefire winner is Ke Huy Quan in Best Supporting Actor for Everything Everywhere All at Once. You'll be surprised if anyone but him wins. Best Supporting Actress, on the other hand, is more competitive. Angela Bassett could win for Black Panther Wakanda Forever as an acknowledgement for her career, although there are probably voters who might balk at awarding a performance in a Marvel movie. Jamie Lee Curtis similarly has her entire career in her favor, and she won the SAG Award for a role in Everything Everywhere. Kerry Condon won the BAFTA Award for The Banshees of Inisherin, and if the film does not win for its screenplay, this will be the next likeliest place to honor it. And I could even see a scenario where Stephanie Hsu wins for Everything Everywhere. I'm predicting Kerry Condon, but it's certainly a category where anything can happen. For most of the award season, Cate Blanchett was perceived as the frontrunner and Best Actress for Tar, and she does stand a very strong chance of taking home her third Oscar for playing this scandalous conductor. But right behind her is Michelle Yeoh, who appears to be equally beloved for a multiverse-jumping laundromat owner in Everything Everywhere All at Once. She even won the SAG Award, which immediately increased her chances. Blanchett and Yeoh are so head-to-head, I can imagine a tie, similar to what happened with Barbra Streisand and Katharine Hepburn at the 1968 Oscars. If I have to predict one actress winning, though, I'm going to say Michelle Yeoh. But like I said, this is a really close contest. Best Actor is in the same position. Austin Butler won the BAFTA, and his performance in Elvis is the typical biopic performance that usually wins the Oscar. However, Brendan Fraser won the SAG Award for The Whale, and there's so much adoration towards him, with many happy that he's back in the spotlight. So will it go to the younger man who transformed into a famous singer, or the former action comedy star making an emotional comeback? I even think there's a possibility Colin Farrell could surprise and sneak past both of them. I'm predicting Fraser, but this is yet another category that could go either way. That leaves us with the final two categories, and it's looking extremely likely that the Daniels and Everything Everywhere All at Once will win Best Director and Best Picture. Winning the Directors Guild Award and SAG Award for Best Ensemble certainly help, and taking home the Producers Guild Award, which uses the same preferential ballot as the Academy's Best Picture, is a sign that's not nearly as divisive and off-putting among Oscar voters as we might think. We'll find out how many categories I got right, and how many I was entirely wrong when those 24 envelopes are opened. See you next time.